Well, hopefully you were with us a week ago when we first introduced you to Jeff here, an attorney from Kingsport. We are following his weight loss journey here at Performance Medicine. We are joined by our daytime doc, Dr. Tom Rogers, and thanks for having us out.
Thank you.
Well, it has been a week, and you have put him on a special diet. Tell me a little bit about this diet and this journey.
Well, this diet is called a ketogenic diet, which means you're burning ketones, which means you're burning fat instead of carbohydrates. And it kind of goes counter to what we've been taught about nutrition through the years. If you'll notice, we put everybody on low-fat diets back in the 1980s, and everybody got fat. So if you do the research, and I met this guy in California named Dr. Peter Attila. He's a Stanford and Johns Hopkins graduate. He's a surgeon who got interested in metabolic syndrome. And he really changed my thinking a lot on what we should be eating, especially if you're obese and need to lose weight. Basically, it's almost goes counter to what we think in that you're going to eat very, very high fat.
Okay, so when you're talking high fat, are we talking like cheeses?
Cheeses, dairy, if you can tolerate dairy, meats, fish, nuts, oils, bacon and eggs,
butter.
And butter.
You've been eating butter?
Butter.
Very
How
low
would you be happy?
carbohydrate, very low carbohydrate, which we
Okay.
measure, and moderate protein. If you eat too much protein, like on the Atkins diet, which is very low carb, what your liver will do is turn it into sugar through a process called gluconeogenesis. So this is a very specific diet. You need to really put into an app called MyFitnessPal, and it'll calculate how many carbs, fats, and proteins you're taking in. But it's just incredible the way it, not only you'll lose weight, that's a byproduct, in that the way you feel.
Well, what do you think, Jeff? You've been on it for a week.
It has been 1 week, and I am pleasantly surprised. I'm excited about the ease by which the week went by. The literature, the book, and the information, the blogs, websites, all the information that Dr. Rogers provided to me before I got started, before I agreed to even try this, was extremely helpful, and it said that the first little bit would be difficult, that you would, maybe not feel too good because of, the changeover and everything. I really didn't have a problem with it, and have gotten to the point where the literature says, in a week, in a short period of time, where it says that you'll be, and that I'm really not that hungry. I'm not consuming that much in the way of food. I eat when I'm hungry. When I do eat, it is something that honestly, anything previous, you would have thought there's no way in the world that you can eat that and lose weight. But it's very satisfying. It tastes good. You feel full when you're finished, and if you don't, you eat a little bit more. It's okay. They tell you that's fine, and I'm pleased to find out this week that I did it right, because I was going, okay, wait, this is way too easy. There's no way it can work.
Yeah, I'm not miserable.
Not miserable at all.
I'm not starving.
And not craving.
Yeah.
I didn't have those 10 o'clock to midnight desires to go clean out the refrigerator.
Yeah.
So it's been a good week.
Well, how about the week? Do we have some results? Is it working?
You've lost 18 pounds around, I believe, and
That's
he is
exactly
definitely
right.
producing ketones. We check that through a blood test, and we monitor how many carbs, how much protein, how much fat, and it's not, and we're going to do blood testing on him too. His cholesterol, despite eating a lot of fat, will go down, and we'll prove it. You can't burn fat without eating fat.
That is amazing. So it's this whole different way of thinking.
It is news to me. I'm shocked by it, but I had stated last week that I've known Dr. Rogers for a long time, and I trust him to take good care of me, and we're going to give it a shot and see what happens. But so far, so good. It's been wonderful.
Well, I am certainly anxious to see what the next month is like.
Mm-hmm.
Been on it a week. Feeling good.
Feeling good.
Do you feel like you've lost a little? Can you tell a little bit?
Yes, and there are certain ways that I can tell that, and I'll just kind of keep that to myself for the moment. But I really can tell the difference, and I like Dr. Rogers told me, and as the literature explained, I feel great. I feel good.
That's great. And we're going to continue to monitor him. And if other people have some questions about this diet, they can check out your website.
Sure.
Give you a call.
Yep, sure.
All right. You can check out the website at performancemedicine.net.